Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here, Target Launch 2025, in the middle of Nathan City of Manchester. I've never thought I'd see a day where we see a pop-up shop like this for a launch. It's quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. And like you just said then, in Manchester, when I found out that it was going to be in Manchester, I was buzzing, to be quite honest with you. We normally go down to London. I think it just shows how booming Manchester is as a city at the moment. Obviously, you've got Oasis doing the tour. Myself, Luke Littler. It's amazing to have it in Manchester, and what an amazing shop.
Yeah, 100%. Yourself, we've seen you with new equipment. What are the tweaks that you've made, and what are the reasoning behind it?
I'm going back this weekend to the Gen 1. So I got them darts in January, early this year. I could not have time to have a practice with them, and because obviously I had that 7 weeks off, I thought I'd give them a go, and they were a hell of a lot slimmer. Different grip at the back, different grip in the middle, and I actually feel quite good with them, but I've just not got the confidence with him yet. I need to practice a bit more before I start playing games. So I was very disappointed with how we're playing on Saturday. So that all being said, Gen 1s are back at weekend.
That's funny. How does a dart player go about getting confidence with a new set of equipment then? Because like you say, we've seen you play with the Gens 2, but goes back. We've seen pretty much everyone here tinker with equipment, but always go back. How does a player at the top end get confidence with it?
I think it's sticking with them. I think that's the main thing. If you have a bad game, don't change them. But I think where I'm at the moment, I just don't think it's a time. I thought it was a time, and I'm still chasing that playoffs for Minehead. Obviously, I've got a lot of big TV tournaments coming up. I need to get myself back in that top 16, and I just don't think it's a time for me personally to be tweaking equipment. Like I say, I felt good with them. There's just something missing, and I think that's the confidence with them. How do you get that confidence? By winning with them. Simple as that. I think when a player changes darts for the first time, if they start missing doubles with the new equipment, I would have hit that with my old darts. And it's all in your head. You know what I mean? It's all in your head. We should be able to throw anything. Let's be quite honest with you. So it's definitely a mental thing, but they're not going away for definite. But I'm going to play with Gen 1s this weekend, and maybe give him another go in a few months. You
touched on the things that you've got to qualify for, like mine and whatever. Do you feel more comfortable in this position, Nathan the underdog? Again, that's why you've done all the work, Nathan the underdog, not Nathan the star type thing that we know you're a star in, but you know what I mean? That when you're up there, but when you're down there scrapping, it brings the best out in you.
Yeah, I think that's what, I like fighting for things. I need what's the word? When I get things too easy, I get complacent. So I know what I've got to do. I know what I've got to do to put myself back in the top 16 at the end of the year. I know what I've got to do to qualify for Minehead. I know what I've got to do to get me in everything next year. It's in my hands now. Minehead's a difficult one because everyone knows my love for Pro Tours is not very strong. And you know what, Minehead plays Championship. Obviously, I want to play in it. It's a TV tournament, but it's Kirsty's birthday weekend, so that's kind of why I want to play in it, but if I don't, I'm never that bothered, if I'm deadly honest with you. But I've got 8 Pro Tours left. I'm a couple of grand off. I'll be there this year.
Yeah, no, I love when you're talking like this, because it's great. This is the Nathan Aspinall that we love. And you say to be in everything next year. We know you're probably one of the only players that instantly screams out, "I want that spot, and I'm having that spot in the Premier League." That's what we're talking about. Where do you think you need to be in the rankings to be in it next year?
I think there's more chance of you getting in at the moment than myself, to be fair. But I've been playing really, really well. Take weekend out the equation. I came straight back into it, 96 to 99 averages every game I played. So I'm still playing well. But yeah, I've got to win a TV tournament or at least be top 10. But ironically, this morning I had a chat with Kirsty, and it's one of them. Obviously, I want everything. You know that. I get so much better by playing these big things. But I look at Dolby this year, and he missed out last year, and he concentrated on ranking events. Maybe it's that time for me to do that. Maybe the time has come where I just need to concentrate on my ranking form instead of all these non-ranking events. In my opinion, I think that'd be good for me. But if I put myself in the position that I am and stuff, obviously, I'm not going to stand here and turn it down. You know what I mean? I love all that stuff. So it's a win-win for me. If I have a good end of the year and I get everything, happy days. If I don't and it doesn't go my way, I can concentrate on my ranking stuff for 12 months. So I can't lose.
Is that the flaw in the ranking system, though? Because if right now, in my opinion, you are not the 21st best player in the world.
No.
If you'd have said 18 months ago, when you had all the injury issues, if you were that.
I don't think it was still that low, but yeah, go.
But you know what I mean? But
yeah.
This is a consequence of something that happened 2 years ago you're now suffering for. As a player, do you think there needs to be a change in the ranking system so it reflects more fairly on what's going on here and now?
If I'm deadly honest with you, I do think the ranking system is right. I know 2 years ago when I won that money, in 2 years' time, that money is coming off.
Yeah.
I've got 2 years to defend that money. If I don't do it, you should be punished. And I've been punished by falling down the rankings. So, yeah, I agree. And you can't then, a lot of people say the top 16 are protected, the top 32 get a finger. To then change it so I don't have a big fall if I have a rubbish 2 years, it's even less fair on the rest of the players. So I don't think that it's wrong. I think for me that the biggest thing I would change with the rankings is I'd get rid of the money element. I'd make it a point stage. So if you win the world, it's £1 million. If you don't defend that in 2 years, it's a massive drop. But if you do it points, yes, there'll still be a drop, and rightly so, but it wouldn't be quite as catastrophic as it will be. So, I don't think there's too much wrong with the rankings. I've not made the money back in 2 years, so yeah, I should drop down the rankings.
I spoke to Matt in Amsterdam, and I pitched him
I watched it.
So, you know what I'm going to ask you? Do you think it's a good idea, instead of one playing 8, that whoever finishes first picks who they plays?
No.
You're not a fan of it?
I know why people like you guys would want it, because it would cause a lot of, I won't say it caused tension, but it would cause stories. But at the end of the day, putting it politely, we don't care if you get stories or not. We're there to win money and play darts.
I understand that.
I get it. In an exhibition would be great, but in front of 15,000 people and millions of people on Sky, I just think it would be too. Nah, because again, you're going to have that thing like I seen Luke always beats me. I would, if Luke picked me, I'd go, oh, what? So you're that confident? And I get it from a media point of view, but from a player's point of view, I just think it would be too much. It's negative. I just don't think it'd be fair. And what if everyone wants to pick me? You know what I mean? So,
just out of interest, would you have picked Obi?
100%. Yeah. And Joe Cullen if he was in the Premier League.
It's an interesting talking point. Like I was saying, just trying to make not create beef, but just create stories is the thing. Like he's picked him. What are the reasons behind it, and so on. And then if that pick goes wrong, like say Littler picked you, and then you beat him on the following Thursday, the story is it backfires.
But then why are we doing that? I think you then fall into a trap of making a sport fake, in my opinion.
Yeah, no,
that's my opinion. I don't actually like the 1v8 thing anyway. I don't know what you would do, but yeah, I wouldn't. It would cause so much tension. And the thing is as well, we are all good mates, and it could cause. You could ruin friendships, even deadly honest with you. Yeah. There's a lot of people that do take things to heart, and it could ruin friendships as well from a personal player point of view.
I love the fact you actually listen to it, though.
Yeah. I listen to the Matt Potter interviews all the time. So, I think I listened to it about 10 minutes after it came out.
No, pleasure catching up with you here in Manchester, mate. I massively appreciate the time as always.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
To change your